Hello newbies, this is Suspect Amy here, and let me pre-warn everyone that this video will be absolutely worthless to experienced veteran players. But if you have only been playing the game for a few months like me, there may be some free viz hiding out there just in time for Barret and Aerith banners. You may be in my position where I have farmed every ounce of free viz out of the game by doing every hard quest, every story, every event mission, every multiplayer mission, and every Esper mission in my power. After pulling for Cloud and buying his shards, I was under 10k viz. Barret and Aerith banners are coming. What should I do? Well, I was just tapping around the game and stumbled into over 6,000 free viz. This may or may not work for you, depending on what your playstyle was, but for my account, I focused exclusively on UR heroes since the very beginning. I knew that leveling up low rarity heroes would take away resources from my UR heroes, so I essentially never touched them, like ever. Their only use in my account is sticking them in Chocobo until they are leveled up to 30 so I can pick up those sweet elemental masteries. That was pretty much it. But at this point, they were all essentially maxed out at 30 now, so I wondered if I should spend some of my resources raising their level limit. That's when it occurred to me. Resources needed to limit break these low rarity heroes are pretty much worthless and will not impact my UR leveling at all. You can limit break all SR, R, and N ranked heroes without a care in the world. For MR, you might want to care a little because these Azure Vision Spheres can also be used to limit break some good MR Vision cards. However, I went ahead and powered through my MRs anyways. Vision cards can use Orbs of Envisionment instead of spheres now, so I should be more than fine. As I was limit breaking them, I noticed I kept scoring these mission complete banners. When I went to go look at what that was all about, I was happy to see that you get 200 free viz for every 20 limit breaks you do. Thank you, game! I also noticed that you get free viz in the same way for awakening units. Now, the bummer about awakening low rarity units is these actually do take away valuable resources from URs, but if you look at how much, it seems fairly minimal. Like 5 to 7 prisms here, 5 to 7 thoughts there. Overall, not too expensive as long as you only awaken once. So I went ahead and awakened every non-UR unit I had one time. Doing all of this allowed me to collect over 3,000 visiore. The additional bonus is that now all of my units can be raised to level 70 in the Chocobo area, which should just power up my elemental masteries even further. A second mistake I did was I completely ignored selection quests. My only decent non-UR unit was Mont, and I didn't want to waste UR resources leveling up low rarity units, so I just avoided the selection quests completely. I knew selection quests were incredibly hard to finish. I was going to wait until they allowed us to use the UR selection unit as part of the quest before doing these. However, if you look at the selection quest missions, wow, is that right? 500 visiore for doing the level 1 quest? If I remember correctly, the level 1 quest has like 3 bad guys and they're crazy low level. And you get 100 viz for completing each quest 3 times? As a test, I started doing the Earth quest with only Mont. He 3-starred the first 5 quests by himself. That's another 1000 visiore. Thank you. For light selection quests, I have Fina. She is level 74 because I use her for phase raising. Unlike Mont, she has 0 JP invested into her jobs and 0 resonance with her equipment and espers. She soloed the first 3 quests easily. That's another 800 Viz. If I invest a bit more in Fina, she should be able to go a bit further. For Wind, I have no units leveled, so I'll likely power up Dario and he should be able to solo the first 4 or 5 quests for another 1000 Viz. I think most players will agree that MR tanks are the strongest MR characters, so if you are in a position like me where you're just going to level up a single unit to clear half of the selection quests, then a tank should be your first choice. Anyways, you guys get the picture. In the end, I snagged around 6k Viz from utilizing my low rarity units. I'm hoping at least some new players will be able to squeeze out some extra Viz from the game. Bye everyone!